Did you know that adopting the practice of Brahmacharya could increase your productivity by up to 50%? Imagine waking up every day with razor-sharp focus, endless energy, and a sense of clarity that drives you toward achieving your goals, both big and small. Brahmacharya, often misunderstood as purely celibacy, offers a broader and deeper practice of channeling one's energy into meaningful pursuits. Whether you're trying to climb the career ladder, improve your relationships, or enhance your personal growth, harnessing the principles of Brahmacharya can lead to massive breakthroughs. Today, we'll uncover how this ancient practice can help you improve focus, boost productivity, and foster a deep sense of fulfillment. Let's dive into how mastering your energy could lead to more efficient and powerful results in your life. Stick around. You don't want to miss these life-changing insights. Welcome back to the Monk Mind, everyone. I'm really excited about today's topic because it touches on a subject that I believe can help us all reach new levels of achievement: Brahmacharya. But hold on, it's not what you think. When most people hear the word Brahmacharya, their first thought is celibacy. While that's definitely a part of it, Brahmacharya is much more nuanced. At its core, it's about how we direct our energy, whether that's physical, mental, or emotional energy, toward our highest goals. So why is this relevant to us today? In our modern lives, we're bombarded with distractions. From endless Instagram notifications to Netflix shows that we binge watch until 2 a.m., it's easy to let our focus and energy get fragmented. The result? We often feel scattered, drained, and unable to reach our full potential. Sound familiar? You're not alone. This is something many of us struggle with in this fast-paced world. But here's the good news. By practicing Brahmacharya, we can regain control over our lives, maximize our productivity, and ultimately thrive in every area. Throughout this video, we're going to break down what Brahmacharya truly is, how it can be applied to your life, and how you can use it to channel your energy into achieving more. Whether you want to ace your next exam, be more present in your relationships, or just live with more purpose, this practice can help you get there. Let's get real for a second. How many of you feel like you're constantly pulled in 100 different directions? I know I've been there. In our hyper-connected world, distractions are everywhere. We're bombarded with social media alerts, text messages, YouTube videos, emails, the list goes on. In fact, the average person spends over 3 hours a day on social media platforms alone. And don't get me started on streaming services, where the average person spends at least 40 hours a month watching content. Here's the problem. Every time we engage with these distractions, we're fragmenting our attention. This isn't just a drain on our mental resources, it's also depleting our energy. We end up feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, and even anxious because our minds are constantly switching from one task to another. It's what researchers call cognitive overload, and it's one of the biggest productivity killers. Think about it. Have you ever had days where you sit down to work on something important, but 2 hours later, you've only made minimal progress because you've checked your phone, answered emails, and browsed YouTube? Or maybe you've noticed that you feel drained and demotivated, despite not accomplishing much. This is the kind of scattered energy that keeps us from achieving our goals. It's frustrating because, deep down, we know we're capable of so much more. We have dreams, ambitions, and goals, but it often feels like something is holding us back. That something is our lack of energy management. This is where Brahmacharya comes into play. It offers a solution to the productivity and focus issues many of us face. Rather than allowing our energy to dissipate through distractions and unnecessary indulgences, Brahmacharya teaches us how to conserve that energy and redirect it toward meaningful, purpose-driven activities. But the challenge is that practicing Brahmacharya requires a shift in mindset. It asks us to rethink how we spend our time and where we place our focus. It's not always easy to say no to distractions, especially when they're so embedded in our daily lives. However, the benefits of mastering this practice are enormous. Imagine being able to start each day with a clear mind, focused energy, and a strong sense of purpose. By learning how to manage your energy, you can overcome procrastination, reduce stress, and finally start making real progress toward your goals. So, what exactly is Brahmacharya, and how can we start practicing it in our modern lives? At its core, Brahmacharya is about conserving and redirecting energy. In traditional yogic philosophy, it's often referred to as the right use of energy. This doesn't just apply to sexual energy. It encompasses all forms of energy, physical, emotional, and mental. Think of your energy as a finite resource, like the battery in your smartphone. Every action you take either depletes or conserves that energy. Brahmacharya teaches us to make conscious choices about where we direct that energy so we can achieve our highest goals. One of the biggest misconceptions about Brahmacharya is that it's solely about abstinence. While it does encourage moderation, the goal isn't deprivation. Instead, it's about mindful use of energy. For example, if you're constantly checking social media or indulging in habits that drain your focus, Brahmacharya encourages you to pause and ask, is this activity helping me reach my highest potential? If the answer is no, it's time to reconsider where your energy is going. Historically, Brahmacharya was practiced by spiritual seekers as part of a disciplined lifestyle to achieve higher states of consciousness. However, its principles can easily be applied to our everyday lives. Here are a few key ways you can start practicing Brahmacharya today. The first step in practicing Brahmacharya is becoming more mindful of what you consume, whether that's the media, food, or even conversations. Just like junk food can make us physically sluggish, junk content can cloud our minds and leave us feeling mentally exhausted. Start paying attention to the kind of media you're consuming. Is it inspiring you or draining you? Are you watching or reading content that aligns with your goals? Or are you getting sucked into the endless rabbit holes of the internet? By being more mindful of your consumption, you can start to protect your mental energy and focus on more productive activities. Another key aspect of Brahmacharya is energy allocation. This means being intentional about where you direct your energy throughout the day. Many of us waste energy on activities that don't bring us closer to our goals. For example, mindlessly scrolling through Instagram, engaging in gossip, or dwelling on negative emotions can drain our energy reserves without giving anything in return. Start by identifying your most energy-draining habits, then gradually replace them with habits that recharge you, like exercise, meditation, or creative hobbies that align with your passions. Brahmacharya also involves cultivating physical discipline. This doesn't mean punishing yourself or depriving yourself of joy. It's about caring for your body in a way that optimizes your energy. Regular exercise, healthy eating, and sufficient rest are all essential components of Brahmacharya. When your body is in good condition, your energy levels are naturally higher, and you're better equipped to focus on the things that matter most. The ancient yogis understood this well. By keeping their bodies strong and healthy, they were able to channel more energy toward their spiritual and mental pursuits. Our emotions can be one of the biggest drains of our energy. Think about the last time you were upset or stressed. How did it affect your ability to concentrate and get things done? Brahmacharya encourages emotional regulation as a way to preserve energy. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, but rather learning how to manage them in a healthy way. Practices like meditation, journaling, and breathwork can help you process emotions without letting them take over your energy. By becoming more emotionally resilient, you'll find that you have more mental clarity and stamina to achieve your goals. Sexual energy is one of the most powerful forms of energy we have, and in the practice of Brahmacharya, it's seen as something that should be conserved and channeled toward higher purposes. This doesn't necessarily mean complete abstinence. Instead, it's about mindful engagement. The goal is to not let sexual desires become a distraction that depletes your energy. By being intentional about how you use this energy, you can harness it to fuel your creative and personal growth endeavors. Let me share a personal story to illustrate the power of Brahmacharya. A friend of mine, who I'll call Alex, was a classic case of modern distraction. He was a brilliant student, but his grades started slipping because of constant distractions. He was always checking his phone, binge-watching shows, and getting lost in social media rabbit holes. Despite his potential, Alex felt drained and couldn't focus on his studies. He knew he needed a change, but didn't know where to start. One day, he came across the concept of Brahmacharya and decided to give it a try. At first, it wasn't easy. He started by cutting out unnecessary distractions like mindless scrolling and limiting his screen time. He replaced those habits with more purposeful activities like reading, meditation, and working out. He also began to conserve his sexual energy, realizing that it was a powerful force that could be channeled into more productive and creative outlets. Within a few months, the transformation was incredible. Alex felt more focused, energized, and in control of his life. His grades improved dramatically, and he even noticed that his relationships were flourishing because he was more present and attentive. The key insight he gained was that by practicing Brahmacharya, By conserving his energy and directing it toward his goals, he could unlock a whole new level of productivity and success. It wasn't just about working harder. It was about working smarter and being mindful of where his energy was going. This is the power of Brahmacharya. It's like flipping a switch. The energy and potential were always there, but by harnessing and redirecting that energy, Alex was able to tap into his full potential. And the best part? These principles can be applied by anyone in any area of life. So, to sum it all up, Brahmacharya isn't just about abstinence or deprivation, it's about empowerment. It's about taking control of your energy and being intentional about where it goes. In a world full of distractions, practicing Brahmacharya allows you to conserve your energy and redirect it toward the things that truly matter. Whether it's your career, your relationships, or your personal growth, embracing the principles of Brahmacharya can help you unlock your true potential. Think of it this way. Your energy is like a stream of water. If that stream is constantly being diverted in different directions, towards social media, distractions, and unnecessary indulgences, it will never reach its full force. But when you practice Brahmacharya, you're directing that stream of energy toward a specific goal, allowing it to flow with more power and purpose. If you're feeling stuck, drained, or unproductive, consider how you can start applying Brahmacharya in your life. It doesn't have to be an all-or-nothing approach. Start small, cut out one distraction, be more mindful of where your energy is going, and see how it feels. You might be surprised at the results. Now I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Brahmacharya? Have you tried incorporating it into your life? If so, how has it impacted your productivity and overall sense of well-being? Let's start a conversation in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about self-improvement techniques, don't forget to check out our next video, where we'll be diving into more strategies to help you live your best life. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's keep growing.